Landon Bowers. Beaver Local controls the opening tip, and we're underway with Luke Reddow. We mentioned Steubenville just one loss on the season. They're 13-1. The Beavers 13-3. But Beaver Local coming off a loss in the Buckeye A championship game last Saturday against Cambridge. They had won 5 consecutive before that. First shot of the game goes up. In and out, a corner three for Nicholas McKenzie, but an offensive board by Matt Anderson. Can't get the putback. Now it's McElroy off glass for 2 to open up the scoring. Tucker McElroy with the first points of the game. He's become the 5th starter since the program's all-time leading scorer, Owen Hill, went out with an ankle injury. 3 ball from the corner goes down for Cole Bowers. We'll see a lot of 3 balls from this Steubenville team. They've got 5 guys in the starting lineup that can shoot it, and the full court pressure produces a turnover. Free throw line jumper off the back of the iron, and no from Moore. Rebound by Dre. Dre passes it up the floor to Anderson. Beavers trying to move quickly. Anderson, the right-handed lay-in for 2. So the Beavers go up 4-3 here early on. It's Landon Bowers, kicks it to Cole Bowers. Can't get that 3 ball. Rebound tapped around. Anderson controls. He goes up the floor to Dre. Dre just inside the arc, tries to get a bounce pass to Redos. It was a little bit out in front of Redos, and it goes off the foot of Landon Bowers and out of bounds. We mentioned Hill has been dealing with an ankle injury for a few weeks now. Beaver Local anticipates getting him back in the month of February. No exact date, but they do hope to get their all-time leading scorer back for the important stretch here in the season. Top of the key, Redos has it for Beaver Local with a 1-point lead early on. McElroy on the wing, drives. McElroy will get fouled on his way to the rack. And 2 free throws coming up for Tucker McElroy. Again, we mentioned he's become that 5th starter in Hill's absence. That foul goes against Moore. That'll be the first foul called of the game. McElroy's first free throw misses off back iron. McElroy's second free throw. Can't get that one to go, but Anderson comes away with an offensive rebound. Back into the post to Redos. No, he gets his own miss, goes back up, and gets it to rattle home. So the Beavers do come away with 2 points. That possession, they lead it by 3, just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Haney on the drive, tries to get a bounce pass to the baseline, but Redos takes the lane away with a steal. Up ahead to Dre. Dre will slow it down, didn't have numbers in transition. Now to McKenzie, shot fake, 1 dribble pull up. He got it tipped by Wiggins, and here comes Steubenville. It's Cole Bowers with it, or excuse me, Landon Bowers. Splits the double, kicks it. Wiggins thought about a 3. Won't pull the trigger. Now the pass is going to go off. Cole Bowers fingertips into the other side of half court, an over and back violation. So that'll be the 2nd consecutive Steubenville possession that ends in a turnover. Dre to inbound it from right in front of the Steubenville bench. Dre just goes to the other side of half court to Anderson to avoid a 5 count. Anderson guarded by Moore. Hands it off to McKenzie. McKenzie skip pass to the corner to Redos. Redos top of the key, McElroy. McElroy gets it to Dre in the corner for 3. Can't get it off the front of the iron. And Anderson's going to get called for an over the back foul. That'll be his first and the first foul called against the Beavers today. 5:23 here in the first quarter. Beavers with an early 3-point lead. Only made shot for Steubenville today, that Cole Bowers 3 ball on Steubenville's first possession of the game. Moore gets the screen. Haney long 3, missed it short. Rebound to Bowers. Landon Bowers goes back up, can't get it, gets his own miss. Turnaround jumper again, no, and McKenzie flies in for the rebound. Anderson up the floor to Dre. Dre on the right wing, gonna slow it down. Running the half-court offense. Dre splits the double, goes up off glass too strong. Redos put back, no. And somehow that's saved in play by Landon Bowers. It's up ahead to Haney, but Haney has it knocked away by McKenzie, and it'll stay on this end of the floor. .443 in the first quarter. A little over 3 minutes of game action. Again, just 1 made shot for Steubenville. The Beavers defense keying in. a big focus of theirs for this game, trying to limit Steubenville's offensive opportunities. One of the best offensive teams they'll face this season. Right on cue jump shot for Cole Bowers, but he misses it from about 8 feet in front of the rim. Now here comes Anderson on the other end, guarded by Landon Bowers. Clears him. Anderson to the hoop, loses the ball, out of bounds. And it'll be Steubenville basketball. Wiggins tried to step up and take a charge, but officials on that baseline not blowing the whistle for a foul. Here comes Steubenville, right wing three. Cole Bowers has another. 2 early threes for Cole Bowers, and that ties us up at 6 about halfway through the first quarter. McKenzie splits the double. Goes up with the right hand, no, and a rebound to Bowers. Bowers up ahead to Haney. Haney one-on-one with Redos, gonna get walled up, has to kick it out. Now Cole Bowers on the baseline. Back out to Haney, who puts it on the deck. Driving baseline, has his pass knocked away by McKenzie, trying to find Wiggins out about top of the key. And now Steubenville will have to inbound from the sideline. They'll make their first substitution of the game. The Big Red will. Checking in for the first time, Josiah Ray. Beavers in that 2-3 zone defense. Haney right wing, kicks it back out. Cole Bowers just saves it in play. Cole kicks it. Wiggins in the corner. Missed it a little long. High rebound. Tap to Anderson. Anderson to Redos. Redos nearly had it poked away by Wiggins, but he gets it across half court. Now loses his dribble, picks it back up, splits a double, and gets the pass off to Anderson to save the offensive possession. 6-6 first quarter. Been a lot of defense to start this game. Anderson gonna find the offense, an and one opportunity. Gets the floater, and they call the blocking foul on Wiggins. That'll be the first foul called against Wiggins today. McElroy substitutes out Peyton Cowdery into the game for the first time for Beaver Local as Anderson completes the three-point play. 5 early points, and the Beavers back up by 3. On the other end, Cole Bowers in the corner. Gets past Cowdery, high off glass for 2. All 8 early points for Steubenville, courtesy of Cole Bowers. Anderson up the floor. Cowdery, shot fake goes up, too strong off the glass. Got an open look, but couldn't convert. Steubenville the other way. Haney can't get it off the front of the rim. Dre chases down the long rebound, but has it poked back away by Haney. Now Haney has it poked away by Dre. Loose ball, Cowdery picks it up. Has it knocked out by Wiggins, and they're gonna call it Beaver Local basketball. And now a technical foul has been assessed. Not sure against who. They're going to call that one against Jermaine Moore of Steubenville. That'll be his 2nd foul personally, and the technical foul will give Beaver Local 2 free throws and possession of the ball. Anderson will be selected to shoot the free throws. He hits the first. Now the 2nd free throw for Anderson after the technical foul. Got it as well. So Anderson 3 for 3 from the line early. And the Beavers will get the basketball as well. Another substitution for Steubenville. Shamir Adams checks into the game for the first time. McKenzie goes top of the key to Cowdery. Cowdery driving. He's gonna get called for the travel before he put the shot in the air. Move that pivot foot. Trying to find a lane for the shot. And it'll be Steubenville basketball, so they're not able to convert past the 2 technical free throws. Still a 3-point Beaver Local lead. Left wing Cole Bowers drives, tries to get it to Haney, but Redos gets his hand in the passing lane. Dre with the steal. Back to Redos in transition for the deuce. Redos with 4 early points, and the Beavers with a 5-point lead. And now the full court pressure applied by McKenzie. He knocked the ball loose. Beaver Local thought they were going to get another possession, but they're going to say it went out of bounds off of McKenzie's fingertips. So it will still be Steubenville basketball. McElroy will check in for McKenzie with 2:18 to play in the first quarter, and the Beavers have a 5-point lead on Steubenville. Right wing, here's Moore. Back to Haney. Handoff Cole Bowers. He hits another. All 11 first quarter points for Steubenville, courtesy of Cole Bowers. 3 3-balls, and now a steal by looking for the answer. Can't get it. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Rhea, and it will be Beaver local basketball with 1:30 to play in the first quarter. Big Red still in full court pressure. Red House will inbound. Beaver local with the ball and a 2-point lead. Dre up the sideline. Stops just before he crosses half court. Gets it back to Red House. Red House got to get it across half court. Does with the pass to Dre to break the 10 count. It's about 1:15 to play in the first quarter. Dre through the double. Hands it off to McElroy. Tries to get it back to Anderson. It's stolen by Haney. Haney keeps it in play. Rhea gets it. Too strong, but more with the offensive rebound. Back to a cutting Haney. Haney spins through the double. Left-handed tough finish for Santino Haney. His first points of the game. Now the Beavers moving too quickly. They're going to turn this one over. Cole Bowers with the steal. Back to Haney. 3-ball. Can't get a friendly bounce. Cowdery tips it back in play to Redos. Redos up ahead to Anderson. Anderson doesn't have numbers. Still tries to split the double. Can't get the 2. On the other end, Moore has it, top of the key for Steubenville. They're going to hold for the final shot of the quarter in a tie game. On the right wing, Cole Bowers has it. He's got 11 first quarter points. Top of the key now to Haney. Haney with 6 seconds. Back to Bowers looking for another 3-ball. Missed it way long. Moore grabs it, has a mid-range jumper. No. Now Cowdery comes away with the rebound and will bring the first quarter to a close. 15 all after 8 minutes of play here at the Beaver Dome between the Big Red and the Beavers here on YSN.
You might get 15 minutes to yourself every day. Would you rather spend it in your old, outdated shower or in a new, beautiful, low-maintenance shower? At Home Team and Window Depot, we turn your dreams into reality without the hassle. Our team handles everything from design to installation. You just sit back and enjoy the transformation. No mess, no stress, just a stunning new bathroom tailored to you. Contact us today for a free consultation and discover how easy and affordable it can be.
Greenwood Chevrolet wants to thank you for making us the #1 Chevy dealership in the Mahoning Valley for 2025. But being #1 has never been about a trophy. It's about how we show up every day to take care of the people who trust us. Thank you for continuing to allow us to go the extra mile for you, making sure that when you come to Greenwood Chevrolet, you always feel like #1 at the only dealership that goes the extra mile for you, Greenwood Chevrolet.
We've played a quarter here at the Beaver Dome, and we're tied at 15 apiece between Steubenville and Beaver Local. And we mentioned the Big Red. They've only lost 1 game this season. Beaver Local's only lost once on their home floor 3 times all season, but they're coming off of one of those losses in that Buckeye A championship game last Saturday against Cambridge. It was the Beavers' largest loss of the season. Trying to bounce back against one of the best teams they'll play here in the regular season. Into the corner, Haney has it, drives baseline, Cowdery walls up, whips a pass to the corner. Now it goes top of the key, here's Bowers, kicks, Haney drives, floater, no. Rebound tapped into the hands of Redos. Redos up ahead to Cowdery. Cowdery gonna slow this thing down, didn't have the numbers. Gets it back out to McKenzie, who checked in at the quarter break. Now Anderson on the right wing, just about 30 seconds into the quarter. They get it just inside the arc to Redos. Back out to McKenzie, who pulls the 3, can't connect. And Rhea comes away with the board. Hands it off to Cole Bowers. Bowers across half court. Thought about pulling the 3. He hit 3 of them in that first quarter. Now Haney pulls, can't connect. He's missed a few 3s here in this first half. Anderson with the rebound, has it tapped away in transition by Adams. So Steubenville will have a chance to walk back defensively. .7:03 to play in the second quarter. Still a tie game. Nobody has scored yet in this second quarter. Pass goes to McElroy. McElroy back to McKenzie out of the double team. McKenzie hands it off to Cowdery. Back to McKenzie right wing. Back to Cowdery on the cut. Anderson 2-ball. In and out. And Cole Bowers with the rebound. Landon Bowers checked out here to start the second quarter. Long pass into the corner, Moore, shot fake. Now back to Cole Bowers. He shot fakes and pulls. Can't connect. Haney with the board. Spinning. Left-handed. No. Rejected by Redos, but Moore grabs the loose ball and travels on the baseline. Dre will check in for McElroy here about a minute and a half into the second quarter as it's another Steubenville turnover. Now pass goes to McKenzie, back to Redos as they try to break the full court pressure. They'll break it to McKenzie on the left wing, back top of the key to Redos. Now Steubenville's just going to man up. Anderson drives. Cowdery, 3-ball, way long. Anderson tried to get to it, but Cole Bowers with the box out. He's going to let this one just bounce out of bounds. And both teams will retreat to the other side of half court. Now Landon Bowers checks back in for his brother Cole. Rhea will also check out of the game. Braden Edwards enters for the first time today. Haney running the point. Still a tie game. 2 minutes of second quarter action. Half pass. Nobody's scored yet. Haney on the drive. Gets it baseline. Landon Bowers left alone. And he scores for the first time today to give Steubenville their first lead. Now he is shaken up here on the baseline. Took a tough fall, favoring that left leg, maybe that left ankle. And they're going to check on Landon Bowers here with 5:49 to play in the second quarter. He's going to get helped off the floor. So Bowers helped off the floor. Again, came down a little awkwardly after that layup that gave Steubenville their first lead of the game. Beavers broke the full court pressure. That's when the officials whistled play dead to give Bowers a chance to get off the floor. Now Dre will run the point for Beaver Local. Looks like a zone defense look for the first time today from Steubenville. Ball's in the corner. McKenzie tries another three. That one misses short, but Cowdery's there for the offensive putback and the deuce. Cowdery on the score sheet for the first time today. We're tied again at 17 now. Cole Bowers right wing. McKenzie taps the pass away, can't save it in play. But Beaver Local getting their hands in passing lanes. As we'll see Jet Boyd check into the game for the first time. Boyd, a freshman, has really had to step up and play extra minutes at the varsity level as an extra body for the Beavers, trying to deepen their bench since the injury to Hill. Haney, step back three, no. Missed it short. He's had trouble shooting the ball from distance so far in this game, but he can get it going at a moment's notice. We'll see if that time comes here for Santino Haney, but for now it's Beaver Local basketball. Anderson hands it off to Cowdery. Cowdery to a cutting Redos. Nice pass, and Redos finishes to give Beaver Local the lead back, 19-17. Haney quickly the other way, splits the double, and an easy lay-in for two to tie this game back up. Mentioned it, Haney can get it going at a moment's notice. On the other end, Dre doubled, and a timeout taken by Coach Nick Miller and Beaver Local before a potential turnover there. 4:39 to play in the second quarter, 19 all here from the Beaver Dome between the Beavers and the Big Red.
Toyota of Warren, trusted to get you into your dream ride since 1996. And winner of Carfax's top-rated dealer award 6 years in a row. We've got great trucks, an experienced finance team, and the ease of Toyota Care's no-cost maintenance on all new Toyotas. Find yours with us today at Toyota of Warren. Check out Toyota of Warren's all-new website for online inventory with new models delivered daily. Set up financing or schedule service at toyotaofwarren.com.
.439 to play in the second quarter, 19 all. Beavers just burnt their first time out of the game. First time out called by either coach in the first half here between Steubenville and Beaver Local. Redos to inbound the basketball. Redos looking for somewhere, just gets it into Anderson. Now Anderson to a cutting Dre. Dre kicks it. Boyd from the right wing, missed it short. And Haney grabs the board. Haney, length of the floor pass, and they're going to call a foul against Boyd. Pass was a little bit short. And if we were playing football, that'd be a pass interference call, but it's called as a shove, as Haney was trying to find Adams up the floor for a potential transition bucket. That'll be the first foul called of the game against Boyd. Just the second foul called against a Beaver in this game, first in the quarter. Haney to inbound from the baseline. Goes into the corner. Cole Bowers, three ball, missed it. And Anderson comes away with the rebound. Now Anderson up the floor to Cowdery. Cowdery to Boyd. Too strong off the glass, but Cowdery with the putback too. And Beaver Local reclaims the lead. Back and forth we go on the seesaw here in this first half. Wiggins finds more. More to Haney now. Out near half court. Haney, what a pass to the baseline. Bowers, power dribble, but he missed it short. Redos gets back defensively, but Cole Bowers on the putback gets the two, and he's up to 13 first half points. Redos double teamed at half court. Has it knocked away by Haney. Tries to muscle a pass to Boyd on the baseline, but doesn't get enough on it, and Haney comes away with the steal after a couple of pinballs. Now Haney's pass goes off the leg of Redos, and it'll be called for a kickball violation. And it'll be Steubenville basketball inbounding from the baseline. McKenzie will re-enter for Cowdery. 3:38 to play in the half. 21 all. They go into Haney. Haney trying to post up, has to kick it out. Three ball goes up and goes down for Edwards. First points for anybody off the bench today for Steubenville, and they take a 3-point lead. McKenzie to Redos. Redos gets it to Anderson. Anderson, floater, no. And a rebound to Edwards. Now Edwards, up the floor, Wiggins. Wiggins top of the key. Edwards pulls a three, can't get back to back, but it's a rebound for Moore. Moore out to Wiggins, and he connects. And another Beaver Local timeout here. Steubenville opens it up to a 6-point lead with 3:04 to play in the first half. Back-to-back threes, one from Wiggins, one from Edwards. And the Big Red have their largest lead here in the first half, 27-21.
The links at Firestone Farms is the area's premier golf course and provides a great test for golfers of all ages. Enjoy playing 18 holes on our signature link-style layout. Stop in our fully stocked golf shop or fine-tune your game at our practice facility. The Links has everything you need to take your game to the next level. After the round, stop up at our on-site sports bar, located on the second floor of the clubhouse, located in Columbiana at the corner of 7 and 14. The Links at Firestone Farms. Elevate your game.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our work at Golden String, Isle, and Purple Cat, you are going to love the soon-to-be-open GABA Camp out at Farmer Casey's Ranch in Coatesville Township. It has all the nice, beautiful scenery, will feature cabins, and a whole lot of other great outdoor stuff. I'm Radar Pavlov, and my...
Back here out of the Beavers timeout. They've taken 2 here in the second quarter. McKenzie has the baseline to run, just gets it in, but it's a turnover. And another 2 for Steubenville. They're on a quick 8-0 run now. That's Wiggins. He's got 5 quick ones. Now Jet Johnson loses the basketball. Haney grabs the loose ball, drives baseline, shovel past Cole Bowers, gets fouled. On his way up, and a chance at the free throw line here for Cole Bowers, as Steubenville here in the last 30 seconds beginning to swarm here against the Beavers. That's the first foul of the game called against Redos. And again, 2 free throws for Cole Bowers, who has already had a big first half scoring for Steubenville. McElroy at the scorer's table, ready to check back in for Beaver Local as the free throw, first one, goes for Bowers. He has 14 of Steubenville's 30 points. Johnson will check out for McElroy. Second free throw coming up for Bowers. This one, no, friendly bounce, but Haney muscles the rebound away from Redos, kicks it to the corner, and Wiggins hits the 3. Wiggins, 8 points in the last about minute of play, and it's a 12-point Steubenville lead. Anderson breaks the press with the dribble, now loses it out of bounds, and it's Steubenville ball. .230 to play in the second quarter, and Steubenville has quickly taken this game over on a 14-0 run. Haney to Bowers, corner to Wiggins. Can't hit another, but it's an offensive rebound for Edwards. Now Haney from the logo. 15-point Steubenville lead, 18-0 run. Anderson gets it across half court. Anderson kicks it to the corner. Dre trying to break the run. That goes halfway down and out. And Haney gets the board for Steubenville, and the Big Red beginning to control the boards. Another offensive rebound for Wiggins off the Haney miss. Wiggins circling for the deuce. 38-21 now. A 19-0 run for the Big Red. McKenzie trapped, gets a pass to McElroy. McElroy to Dre, up ahead to Anderson, looking to break the run, can't. Redos tips the rebound, but Cole Bowers comes away with it. Now Bowers in transition, too strong. Redos tries to grab the rebound, can't corral, and Edwards gets another offensive board. Now left alone in the paint is Moore. Tough angle, he does get the finish. And Steubenville has opened this thing up to a 19-point lead, 40-21. They are on a 21-0 run. Quickly taking this game over late in the second quarter.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University, and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
Minute 12 to play in the second quarter. Steubenville took that last time out. So they have 4 remaining. Beaver Local with 3. But it's the Big Red on a 21-0 run. Beaver Local had a 21-19 lead with about 4:30 to play in the second quarter. And all of a sudden, this game is completely turned around. And this is a big reason. Full court pressure. Steubenville turning defense into offense. Right now, Anderson all the way to the rack. He can't finish, but McElroy taps the ball away. Anderson grabbed it, but they're going to say he did so with a foot out of bounds. So it is a Beaver Local. It ends up as a Beaver Local turnover. but essentially off the missed shot from Anderson. Anderson will check out. Jet Johnson back into the game. Inside a minute to play in the second quarter. Haney picks it up at about half court. Now Moore has it tapped out of bounds by McKenzie. And Steubenville will inbound from the sideline with about 54 seconds to play until halftime. Adams will inbound for the Big Red. Goes into Edwards. Edwards tries to get a pass to the baseline to Haney, but it ends up going through his legs and out of bounds. And that's the first Big Red turnover in a while. Now Beaver Local has a chance quickly in transition. McElroy can't quite take advantage. Gets it to McKenzie. McKenzie has it knocked away, so that's why he can get it to the other side of half court and be fine. Couple of passes, it's McElroy who spins through the double and gets a tough two. Trying to get Beaver Local to slowly climb back into this game. 30 seconds until half. Cole Bowers can't hit another. Edwards offensive board and a putback for two. It's been another big part of this run for Steubenville. Offensive rebounding. Second chance opportunities. Dre guarded by Haney. Gets it across half court. 15 seconds to play until halftime. McElroy doesn't have his dribble. Gets it to Johnson, top of the key. 8 seconds. Dre, right wing. Gonna slow it down with 5. Dre trying to connect, mid-range, no, but he got fouled. And Dre will have 2 free throws with a second to play until halftime. Trying to get Beaver Local some points before they go to the locker room. Dre's first free throw misses short. These are the first free throws of the game. Aiden Dre has taken. Second free throw misses off back iron. Rebounded by Wiggins. And that will bring the half to a close. Last 4:30 dominated by Steubenville. Mostly due to a 21-0 run in about 3 minutes of game action. As we go to the halftime break, 42-23, Steubenville with the lead here on YSN.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
Are your windows letting in more than just the view? At Window Depot, we believe replacing your windows shouldn't be a hassle. Our experienced team handles everything from consultation to installation, making the process smooth and stress-free. Upgrade your home's comfort and energy efficiency effortlessly. Contact us today for a free consultation and discover how easy and affordable it can be.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Toyota of Warren, trusted to get you into your dream ride since 1996. And winner of Carfax's top-rated dealer award 6 years in a row. We've got great trucks, an experienced finance team, and the ease of Toyota Care's no-cost maintenance on all new Toyotas. Find yours with us today at Toyota of Warren. Check out Toyota of Warren's all-new website for online inventory with new models delivered daily. Set up financing or schedule service at toyotaofwarren.com.
Run Golf Course, located in Poland, is your destination for great golf, delicious food, and fun times. Whether you're enjoying a round with friends or competing in one of our many leagues, Reserve Run is a great place for golfers of all ages. After golf, join us at another Round Bar and Grill. With delicious food, cold drinks, and some of the best views in town, it's the perfect spot to relax after your round. Book your tee time or reservation today. Stop in or reach us online at reserverungolf.com. Reserve Run, golf, food, fun.
You think about the team and how your team at Myers Family Insurance has changed over the years. They obviously went through a lot, during this time as well.
The community has been awesome. I mean, they've been here for us. I'd like to think that we've always been there for them, and we'll continue to be there for them. But it takes a village.
Just like always, for all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Get back to doing the things you love. Regain your freedom from chronic pain without surgery or drugs. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our chiropractic services were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at
Bruce Shepis. I live here in Austintown, Ohio. I've been a customer of Greenwood Chevrolet for over 20 years now. Customer service is invaluable here. I appreciate the salesman. I appreciate the finance department. You feel welcome when you walk into this facility. I've purchased many vehicles personally and commercially through my small business here in Austintown. Buying from Bobby Bashara, he's made me feel like more of a friend. Greenwood Chevrolet went the extra mile for me.
The ins and outs of everyday life can be chaotic. This is how every hectic day should end. Get any one of these hot tubs for less than $189 a month. And for right now, you can run on dealer money, which is 0% APR for 72 months. Your escape is just a step away. Visit your favorite location or burnettpools.com/Vita-spas for a quote today.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
At Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, you can afford to be yourself. Family owned since 1952. With one of the largest showrooms and in-stock selections in Northeast Ohio, you are sure to find pieces to make your house your perfect home. Shop with confidence with our everyday low pricing, price match guarantee, and free local delivery. We want to exceed your expectations, not your budget. Discover Liberty's wide selection of bedroom, dining, upholstery, and more, with unsurpassed style at affordable prices. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Want a new car? Yes. But have bad credit, no credit, negative equity, or bankruptcy? If you earn at least $500 a week, Ken Ganley Kia Boardman wants to say, yes, you're approved. During our construction reduction sale. You heard right. If you earn at least $500 a week, this is your opportunity to buy a new 2025 Kia. It gets even better. Save thousands in finance charges with 1.9% financing for 5 full years. Zero down. 1.9%. Zero down. Regardless of your past credit history, we want to approve your credit and get you into a new Kia at Ken Ganley Kia Boardman, 7871 Market Street in Boardman, or online at KenGanleyKiaBoardman.com. APR offer on 25 Sportage and Sorrento, 1748 per thousand financed. All offers plus tax, tag, title, and down fee unapproved. Credit from Kia MF expires 9/30/25.
Students come to Westminster with goals as unique as we are. Some know the career we want, some know the major we want, and for some, the goal is figuring it out. But no matter how we get here, we all graduate the same way, ready to succeed.
Here's to Giangelo's. We sure have grown over the years, but what hasn't changed is our appreciation for you. Thanks for choosing Giangelo's, and here's to many more years of great food and great times. Giangelo's.
What does it mean to be approved? I'm Tracy from Greenwood Chevrolet, and to me, it means more than getting you the right vehicle with the right financing. It means getting you to work on time, driving your kids to school, or going out and seeing the world. That's why I go the extra mile for my customers with the inventory and financing options customized to them. Come and see me so I can get you approved and out on the road. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi, I'm Carly Alfino from Hometown Insurance Solutions.
Hometown Insurance Solutions are local, independent brokers who serve their clients with solutions for their healthcare needs, no matter how complex or simple the need may be. Contact us today.
The relief you've been looking for is here. We promote the body's natural self-healing. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our acupuncture treatments were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
Finally, all alone. Let me jump on Roofer real quick, see if I can find some hot shingles. Ugh, another discount roofer. Only thing worse than a cheap boyfriend is a cheap roof. Swipe left. This guy looks like a bucket of nicotine and bad decisions. Gag me. Ugh. I'm all for second chances, but I don't want a felon working on my house. No, thank you. Ooh, be still my beating heart. He looks friendly. Pally Roofing.
The links at Firestone.
Getting ready to start at the second half here at the Beaver Dome. Beaver Local and Steubenville, the Big Red with a 42-23 lead. Opening up the 19-point lead courtesy of a 21-0 run in that second quarter. They were down 21-19 with about 4.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Then went on their run, just completely taking over this game. Full court pressure, getting steals and turning them into buckets. And really dominating the glass, not allowing Beaver Local any second chance opportunities. And getting a bunch of second and third chance opportunities themselves. Really felt like every time they were on the offensive end of the floor in that 3-minute stretch, they came away with every possession with points. And it was tough for Beaver Local to even find shots, let alone buckets. Anderson will inbound for Beaver Local, leading the Beavers in scoring with 7 in that first half for Steubenville. They had 14 from Cole Bowers, 10 from Wiggins, and 7 from Santino Haney. McElroy has a baseline, goes back out to Anderson as the Beavers open the second half with the basketball. Redos in the corner on the dribble drive, gets in front of the rack, and a nice floater for 2 to open up the second half scoring. Redos up to 8. Here comes Haney and Steubenville. Left wing Moore connects. Moore's first 3 ball of the game. He's got 7 points for Steubenville, and they're up by 20. Anderson on the right wing for Beaver Local. Goes just inside the arc to McKenzie, who turns around and pulls a 3 and hits it. McKenzie's first points of the game. And the answer for Steubenville's 3. Now McKenzie tips the ball out of bounds. He's gotten his hand in the passing lane a number of times today. 7:01 to play in the third quarter. Beaver Local down 17. They've staged some second half comebacks this season. Their most recent, a 13-point fourth quarter comeback against Brook. But Haney makes a tough pass into the post there, finds Wiggins for the 2. And now here comes the full court pressure for Steubenville. McKenzie in the middle of the floor, breaks the 10 count. McKenzie goes to McElroy in the corner. McElroy dribbles it out. Picks up his dribble now. And Beaver Local is going to burn their first timeout in the half. Third timeout they've called in the game. 2 remaining. 6:35 to play in the third quarter. Still a 19-point lead for Steubenville, 47-28.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
Steubenville still has 4 timeouts remaining. The Beavers with just 2. 6:35 to play in the third quarter, and the Beavers find themselves down 19 against Steubenville. Anderson inbound in front of his own bench. Goes into Redos. Redos tries to get it back to Anderson with the pass a little bit behind him and stolen by Moore. Now Moore kicks it out. Wiggins drives. Nice pass into the baseline. Rhea kicks it out. And Cole Bowers, he thought he had another 3, but he can't get it. Moore with another offensive board. This time it's Wiggins. He can't connect. Rhea nearly had the board, but it's into the hands of Anderson. Anderson up to Dre. Dre with a tough 2. In transition. Dre's got 4 points on the day. Haney moving quick. Finds Rhea in front of the basket. He gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Rhea's first trip to the free throw line today. First chance he's got at scoring as McElroy gets called for his first foul of the game. Hasn't been something we've had to monitor too much today. Neither team in any foul trouble. The only player with a pair of fouls right now is Jermaine Moore, as Rhea misses the first free throw. 6:03 to play in the third quarter. Second free throw misses as well, but McElroy can't corral the rebound. He taps it out of bounds. And Steubenville will keep it on this end of the floor. Looked like McElroy thought he had a teammate there in the corner he could tap the board to because he couldn't get a couple hands on it. Haney on the cut. Nice bullet pass from Cole Bowers, but he can't finish. Rhea tips the board. Dre corrals it. Now McKenzie to Redos. Redos kicks it corner. Anderson can't get the 3 ball, and Haney grabs the board. Now Haney the other way, behind the back dribble. Couple of them. Now the mid-range jumper, he got it. 9 points for Santino Haney. 5.5 to play in the third quarter. It's, again, a 19-point Steubenville lead. Here comes Anderson the other way, gets it back to McKenzie. McKenzie breaks the 10 count. Trying to work around Cole Bowers, gets it out to Dre. Dre, back to the left wing to McKenzie. McKenzie gets a screen, pulls a 3, can't get it. Rhea gets the board, goes out to Haney. Now Haney. The other way, hands it off. Wiggins, back to Haney, thought about it from distance. Instead he drives and kicks. Moore drives, pulls, in and out, and Redos comes away with the rebound. Anderson the other way, gets it to Dre in the corner, shot fake. Dre on the drive, kicks it out. McKenzie shot fake. McKenzie on the drive, the right-handed finish. 5 points here in the third quarter for Nicholas McKenzie, and he pulls the Beavers back within 17. Haney slowly across half court for Steubenville. Against this 2-3 zone defense look. Cole Bowers now has it. Back to the right wing to Moore. Moore back to Haney, and Haney's going to get fouled. McKenzie called for the body bump. That'll be his first foul of the game. Second team foul in the quarter. Beavers will make a couple of substitutions. McElroy and McKenzie check out. Cowdery and Johnson back in the game. Haney controlling the point for Steubenville. Goes right wing to Adams. Adams back to Haney. Haney through the zone. Baseline feed. Easy finish for Wiggins, who's got 14. Back to a 19-point lead as these teams trading buckets. Beavers need to go on a bit of a run. Dre trying to start it with the 3 ball. He can't connect, though, and Cole Bowers gets the board. Now to Haney. Haney through the double team. That would have been a tough finish, but he can't get it. Now Redos gets it off the glass. Anderson the other way. Gets it to Redos. Redos fakes the pass, drives, and finishes. Redos, the first Beaver into double digits today with 10. The other way, Haney. Back to Wiggins. Thought about the three for half a second. Now he whips a pass to Cole Bowers. Bowers shot fake, splits the double in front of the rim. No friendly roll, but he gets his own miss and puts it back for the deuce. Again, these teams trading buckets. Steubenville would be willing to do that right now with a commanding 19-point lead. Cowdery in the corner, trying to get the Beavers to start a run here. Nearly has it poked away. Picks it up and gets it to Anderson. Now Anderson on the drive. And an easy finish through the lane for Matt Anderson. His first points in the half. He's got 9 on the day. Now Haney the other way, 2:40 to play in the third quarter. This lead going back and forth between 17 and 19 for Steubenville. Haney drives, finds the angle off the window for 2, and Santino Haney's into double digits with 11. And now he knocks that pass from Dre out of bounds. So Beaver Local will have to inbound it again. This time, whoever inbounds will have to be stationary on the baseline instead of getting the full baseline to run. Dre checks out of the game. McKenzie back in for Beaver Local. And one of the few possessions here defensively, Steubenville will back into what looks like a 3-2 zone instead of the full court man-to-man pressure. Anderson, baseline to Cowdery. Nice feed to Redos for the 2. Good offensive possession there for Beaver Local. Just took 2 quick passes to get it to Redos. He's got 6 here in the third quarter, 12 for the game. Inside 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Beaver Local trying to cut into the deficit. Tough to do so when Moore's hitting long threes like that. It's second in the quarter. And he's up to 10 points. McKenzie now top of the key. Back to Anderson. Minute 40 to play in the third quarter. It's a 20-point Steubenville lead. Cowdery on the right wing. Gets it to Redos in the corner. Couple jabs. Gets it back to Cowdery. Cowdery, skip pass. Johnson in the corner. High arcing 3 goes. Jet Johnson's first points of the game. It's a 3-ball. Back to a 17-point deficit. But that 17-point mark seems like Beaver Local just cannot get over that line and get it to a closer game. Wiggins top of the key. Euro step. That would have been really tough. But Anderson gets the board and gets body bumped by Edwards. And that'll be the first foul against Steubenville here in the third quarter with a minute 4 to play. That's the second in the game called against Edwards with a minute 4 to play in the third quarter. Beavers have the chance to cut it to the lowest deficit since the halftime break. 17's been the lowest they've been able to cut it here in the third quarter. Inside a minute to play in the third quarter, Dre brings it across half court. Beavers taking their time getting into the offensive set. McKenzie trying to rip through, gets it to Dre, top of the key. Back to McKenzie on the drive, floater, short, got his own miss, and now it's taken away by Moore. Moore the other way for Steubenville. Couple headsy dribbles, kicks it out. Edwards, no. But Cole Bowers comes away, or excuse me, that's Haney with the board, and Haney gets fouled as he tries to go up for the second chance opportunity, and he's got a couple free throws coming up. His first trip to the line today. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Steubenville up by 17. Haney's first free throw misses. As we'll see Rhea check into the game for Cole Bowers. Second free throw for Haney, that one goes. Back to an 18-point lead. We'll see if the Beavers hold it for the final shot of the quarter. They like to do that when they get the ball with about 30 seconds or less in a quarter as Haney picks up a foul. Well, it'll just be the second in the quarter for Steubenville, so no worry about free throws just yet. Haney's first of the game. Inbounds pass goes to Redos. Redos, skip it top of the key to Dre. Swing it to Johnson, baseline Cowdery. Cowdery, couple pass fakes. Now he tries to go himself. Turnaround jumper, no. Haney with the board, 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Here comes Steubenville, left wing. 3-ball no from Edwards. Cowdery collects the miss, gets it out to McKenzie. Loose ball out of bounds. They're going to say it stays on this end of the floor with half a second to play in the third. And for this final possession of the third quarter, just the most it can be is a catch and a quick shot. They'll substitute McElroy in for Johnson, get a little more height. Haney, the catch and shoot. Missed it off the top of the backboard. And that will bring the quarter to a close. 59-41, Steubenville still with a commanding 18-point lead. Beavers with some work cut out for them. 8 minutes of regulation basketball left.
Youngstown is happening. Keith Sweat's coming to the Dior Performing Arts Center on Friday, February 6th. Join us for an unforgettable, intimate night of R&B. With the option to upgrade your experience through an exclusive VIP pre- and after-party package. Tickets are on sale right now at the Dior box office and at Ticketmaster.com. This is a night that you don't want to miss. Don't wait. The night's going to be big.
How did things ever get so far with your high heating bills? You should have come to me. And if you had come to me, I could have told you to call Michael at MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning. Michael is one of my trusted friends, and he will now be one of your friends. MP Vivo will take care of everything with a 96% high-efficiency furnace from Rude. Call MP Vivo for a free estimate at 330-259-0486 and let them take care of your situation.
Beaver Local has staged a couple fourth quarter comebacks this year, but this will have to be their largest. Down 18 with 8 minutes of regulation basketball left, looking to avoid losing back-to-back games for the first time this season. Haney gets the inbound. Steubenville controls to start the third quarter, and Haney's going to draw a quick foul and get a couple of free throws to start the fourth, trying to get Steubenville back up by 20. They'll call that one against Cowdery. That's his first, and the team's first of the quarter. Haney went 1 for 2 his last trip to the free throw line. Makes the first this sequence. One of 4 Big Red players in double figures. He goes 2 for 2 that sequence, and he's got 14 points. Redos has it, middle of the floor, baseline feed. Dre, no. Redos put back, yes. Redos up to 14, back to an 18-point game. Haney from downtown, no. And Anderson's going to let this ball just bounce out of bounds. It'll be Beaver Local basketball. Still some full court pressure being applied by Steubenville. 7.5 minutes to play. Anderson pass fake back to Dre to break the 10 count. Now Redos kicks it out. McKenzie, shot fake, and he's going to get fouled by Haney. Haney tried to reach around and poke that one loose from McKenzie. Got too much arm, and he'll get called for his second foul of the game. McKenzie will inbound to Dre, swing it to Anderson, left wing. Beavers trying to cut again. Have a chance to cut it to the lowest deficit here in the second half. If they can get points on this possession. Redos baseline, back to Anderson. Anderson on the drive. This time it's Cowdery, baseline feed. And an and one opportunity for Peyton Cowdery. His first made bucket here in the second half. It's a 16, potentially 15-point game. Still a little over 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Beavers still with time if they can get on a run, but they're going to need to string together some stops, and it's been tough to do that since about halfway through that second quarter when that 21-0 run started. Cowdery can't convert. And that pass is going to go off the baseline and out of bounds. Rhea tried to swing it to Wiggins, but that pass hit on the baseline, and it's a Big Red turnover. So Beaver Local still with a chance to cut into the deficit. McKenzie to inbound. His pass is going to be tipped back out of bounds by Haney as he went up high to deny McKenzie. Now Redos is going to go to inbound the basketball to get a little more length on this pass to get it away from Haney. They just go into the corner to McKenzie, back to Anderson on the right wing. Approaching the 7-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Anderson hands it off McKenzie. Dribbles it, gets it to Cowdery. Jab step, pulls the three, buries it. 5 straight points for Peyton Cowdery, his first made 3 of the game, and it's a 13-point deficit for the Beavers. Looking to get another stop. That pass just gets to Wiggins. Back to Haney on the drive. Pass fake. Haney, tough finish. He's got 16. And it is a 15-point Big Red lead. Steubenville into a 2-3 zone defense look. They try to get the pass into Cowdery in the middle of the zone, but it's tipped away and turned over. On the other end, Cole Bowers driving, kicks it. Wiggins, he's on the drive. Feed to Rhea, opposite block for the deuce. Rhea's first points of the game. Back to a 17-point Steubenville lead. Cowdery. Swing it to Anderson into the corner. Dre thought about a 3-ball. Now he pulls and hits. And Beaver Local will take one of their final 2 timeouts remaining. Aiden Dre up to 7 points, his first triple of the game. And it is a 14-point game, 5:52 to play in the fourth. Beavers still have some time, but got to move quickly. Here in the fourth, they take a full 60-second timeout.
That's the biggest one-day snow total we've had.
We'll continue to see that snow come down at a pretty good. We're going to turn on the leak effect machine by the time we get to Tuesday afternoon.
But it's going to start snowing everywhere before the night is through. It's going to be snowing.
Steadier snow, heavy at times.
If you need a more detailed winter forecast on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife. Create memorable family moments. Experience history, heritage, and park programs. Explore scenic landscapes. Take time to relax and be well. Connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Wiggins to inbound for Steubenville. Goes into Cole Bowers after the Beaver Local timeout. Beavers with just 1 remaining. And just inside 5:50 to play in the fourth quarter. They got to string together some stops. Haney to the rack, trying to keep the comeback chances at 0. He's got 18 points, 11 here in the second half. Anderson up the floor to Redos. Redos on the right wing, 5.5 to play in the fourth quarter. It's a 16-point Beaver Local deficit, down 67-51. Redos trying to shake Wiggins on the baseline. Redos splits the double right in front of the rack for 2. That's a tough possession there for Luke Redos to get himself to 16 points. 10 in the second half. On the other end, Cole Bowers loses the dribble. And the Beavers get one of those stops that they need to begin stringing together. Anderson has it on the other side of half court. Gets it to Dre. Thought about a 3 this time. Edwards is there defensively. Dre trying to find somebody. Gets Redos in the corner. Redos to Cowdery. Cowdery back into the corner to Dre. Gets the ball back. Jump shot. Yes. Dre with 9 points now. And the Beavers have it to 12. 4:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Haney to Wiggins. Steubenville trying to drain some clock now. McKenzie's going to pick up a cheap foul at about half court. A little too much body contact. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the second team foul in the quarter, so not much harm. Steubenville will get to inbound this one. Wiggins will do so from the near side sideline. Just goes into Haney on the other side of half court. Inside 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Haney on the drive, stops, and gets fouled. They are going to call that one against Dre. That'll be his first and the team's third in the quarter. Haney back at the free throw line trying to extend this lead. First free throw misses off the front of the iron. .421 to play in the fourth. Second free throw. That one goes. And Haney's up to 19. Red House now has it as the full court pressure being applied again by Steubenville. Haney, wrap around, and he pokes it away from Anderson. Just saves it in play to Wiggins. Wiggins back to Haney. Corner tray ball, no. Dre grabs the board, gets it out to Anderson. Anderson up ahead to McKenzie. McKenzie, floater, off glass, no. Rebound tipped, out of bounds by Edwards. It'll stay on this end of the floor with the Beavers. 3:54 to play in the fourth quarter. It's a 13-point Steubenville lead. Yeah, for the Beavers, it's going to have to happen quick on both ends of the floor. Trying to stage another fourth quarter comeback. Into Cowdery, into the corner. Cowdery dribbles it out. Has the pass tipped away by Moore. And the Beavers will have to inbound again, this time from the sideline. Right at about half court. McElroy enters for Cowdery. 3:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Red House to inbound the basketball. Looked at McElroy first, trying to post up Edwards. Couldn't quite find an angle. Now it's Anderson to Dre. Slipping off the screen, but he's going to go too strong off the glass. He can't finish. And now here comes Cole Bowers for Steubenville. 3:30 to play. Baseline drive, Wiggins goes up and finishes through contact. Wiggins up to 16, and that's going to force Coach Mike Haney to take a timeout for Steubenville. 3:26 to play in the fourth quarter. 15-point lead for Steubenville now. Trying to take care of business and move to 14-1.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
The relief you've been looking for is here. We promote the body's natural self-healing. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our acupuncture treatments were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
.326 to play in the fourth. Beaver Local inbounding at the length of the floor. They're down 15 here to Steubenville. Inbounds pass goes to Dre as the Beavers trying to stage a late fourth quarter comeback. Dre shaking a defender, getting to the hoop. Can't get a friendly bounce, and Edwards grabs the board. Now he loses it out of bounds. They're going to say McElroy tapped it out, and it'll be Steubenville basketball. .312 in the fourth. Beaver Local had this down to 12 about a minute ago. But now Big Red starting to control the basketball and get buckets again. Edwards on the right wing. Gets it to Cole Bowers, and now Steubenville trying to drain as much clock as they can. Haney out near half court. Guarded by Dre. Haney stops. Finds Moore in front of the basket. 2:45 to play in the fourth quarter. McKenzie handling the basketball, nearly lost it, gets it back. Redos pass fake. Now Redos on the drive, gets it into the corner. Anderson can't find the three ball. Cole Bowers comes away with the rebound, rips it through a couple of Beavers defenders, now goes up the floor to Wiggins. Wiggins now to Haney. Haney drives, kicks. Moore back out to Wiggins. Wiggins goes up, and they're going to call a foul on Tucker McElroy. Beavers wanted it to be an offensive foul, but they're going to call that one against McElroy, his second of the game. And that'll be the 4th team foul in the quarter against Beaver Local, sending Wiggins to the line for a pair. Wiggins with 16 on the night for Steubenville as they lead it by 17. Wiggins extends it to 18. 2:21 to play in the 4th, and it seems like Beaver Local's comeback chances dwindling down to a minimum. Second free throw misses. Rebound tapped to Redos. Redos now to McKenzie. McKenzie gets doubled. His pass tipped, but Redos able to regather. Now Redos to Anderson. Extra pass. Dre can't hit. McElroy skies for the board and gets fouled by Cole Bowers. That'll be Bowers' first foul of the game, third team foul in the quarter. That'll bring Adams in for Edwards for the Big Red. Anderson to inbound for the baseline with 2:05 to play in the 4th. Anderson goes into Dre. Dre top of the key. McKenzie hits the 3. His second of the game. He's got 8 points. Beavers back within 15. Inside 2 minutes to play in the 4th. Jet Johnson at the free throw line ready to check in. McKenzie taps the pass away. He tried to grab it and go up for a quick 2, but he just couldn't get the basketball. And it goes out of bounds. Steubenville gets it back as Johnson checks in for Tucker McElroy with 1:46 to play. Moore dribbles free of one defender. Now McKenzie gets back, hands it off to Haney. Haney has it left wing, guarded by Dre. Haney drives, feed opposite block, and an easy 2 for Wiggins. He's got 19. 75-58, Steubenville with the lead. Inside 1.5 minutes to play in the 4th. Dre controls the basketball, driving, has it poked away by Haney. Off a couple ricochets, it goes out of bounds off of Steubenville. It'll stay on this end of the floor with the Beavers. 1:15 to play, and it looks like Steubenville gonna unload the bench a little bit here. Taking out a majority of the starters. We'll see Edwards back into the game. See a few players checking in for the first time. Lawrence Luke. Micah Burkhart. Rocco Nocera. And Noah Kokayo checking in for Steubenville. 4 players checking in for the first time today. Beavers still with the starters on the floor. Inbound goes to Edwards. Edwards up the floor for Steubenville. And now Anderson steals the pass away from Kokayo. Johnson has it right wing, pulls a deep 3. Missed it off the back of the iron. It's going to tap that wire, hovering over top of the basket. And that is normally a jump ball call when it hits that wire over top of the basket. The possession arrow belongs to Beaver Local. There's 57 seconds left in the game. And if they say it did hit the wire, then it would be a jump ball. That is not the call. They're going to give the ball to Steubenville. They break the 10 count across half court. Nocera has it. Nocera pulls the 3. Missed it off the left of the iron. Cowdery gets the board. Cowdery spins. Gets it Johnson. Extra pass McKenzie. McKenzie gets a screen. Pulls another 3. Can't hit. Rebound to Nocera. Nocera. Now his pass stolen by Anderson in transition. Anderson, tough angle. Can't get it to go. McKenzie gets tied up with Nocera. And there's the jump ball call with the possession arrow favoring the Beavers. 27 seconds to play. And it looks like Steubenville is on their way to improving to 14-1. And they're going to hand the Beavers their first consecutive losses this season. Cowdery right wing pulls a 3. Can't connect. Johnson with the rebound, 20 seconds to play. Now it's McKenzie off the dribble, missed it short. This time it's Kokaiko with the rebound, hands it off to Edwards. Edwards in transition. Extra pass into the corner. It's Kokaiko, missed it short. McKenzie grabs the rebound with 5 seconds to play, and he's just going to dribble out this clock. Steubenville goes on the road, and they're going to win their 9th consecutive game, 14-1 on the season. And they end January with a perfect record in the month. For the Beavers, this is the first time they have lost consecutive games this season. They fall to 13-4. They're in action again on Tuesday against Salem, right back in this building. YSN will have the coverage for you on that one. That'll do it here for the Beaver Dome on this Friday evening, the final Friday in January. Michael McKenzie, thank you for tuning in and signing off, repeating the final score. Steubenville 75, Beaver Local 58.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.